your mean, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 9. Episode 9 of the Bears
Episode
Den?
9 of the
Wow.
Bears Den.
We're
been
in-
a long
we're in-
road.
It's been a long road. We're way in there. All right. Episode 9 of the Bears Den. Here, as always, I'm your head host here, Felipe Mazza. With me, as always, co-host Alex Chimino. And we got some basketball and we got some hockey on the menu today. So we might as well just head right into it. We'll get the clock set up and we'll start off with our first topic. Terrence Ross traded from the Toronto Raptors to...
The Orlando Magic for Serge Ibaka.
All right, let's get the clock started and we'll get to it. Okay, Terrence Ross traded from the Raptors to the Orlando Magic for Serge Ibaka. Who won this trade, do you think, and do you think this is going to help the Raptors at all?
Well, you know what? I think both teams fared well from this trade. The Raptors needed a 4 spot. We've been talking about it a lot, and they needed a 4 spot.
Well,
and
we said that in a previous episode.
Exactly.
We mentioned the fact that Valanciunas isn't playing that superstar center
Yeah.
quality yet.
and they don't have that one guy that starts in the 4 spot.
Exactly.
They're always switching in and out between Sullinger, Patrick Patterson, a bunch of guys, and they finally got a solid starter in Serge Ibaka, who is a superstar. He's a
Yep,
great
yep.
basketball player and a great fit to
First
the
team all
Raptors atmosphere.
defense.
Yeah.
He's been a first team all defense player. He's a great player, I think, and I think that's just a huge moment for the Raptors. I think this might be one of the things to get them back on track, because we mentioned also in that last video that they were on a major slump.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this helps, because defense
Exactly.
was one of the issues that we
Exactly.
talked about. So hopefully this helps. I think this might be something that really helps them in the playoff time,
Yep.
because defense wins championships, as we all know. And Serge Ibaka is that defensive lockdown performer, for sure.
They needed him, and he
a
helps
big-
out offensively too.
Exactly, yeah.
He's one of the best rebounders in the game.
Easily.
And T. Ross had his chances. He's played 6-7 years with the Raptors now, and he was never a solid starter. He always came
never.
off the bench. He never was a solid starter. He's a very streaky player, and he's not consistent. The problem is
He was
T.
never
Ross.
really a skilled player that much. You know what I mean? He made flashy dunks, but those were only on open.
There's
dunks.
flashes of what T. Ross could have been and how good he could have been, but the problem was it didn't happen all the time. He wasn't consistent.
That's exactly
And-
right.
and-
nobody could you say that you saw Terrence Ross as an elite scorer or as an elite shooter? Never mind dunker or rebounder, as a shooter.
I as a shooter, there was times where I thought, you know what, he could be really good if he just stepped up and played great that whole time. And the problem was he didn't. He wasn't consistent, like I've said before.
Yeah.
And he had to come off the bench, and he never got a chance to play full games. And
I mean,
like
I think
said,
I think you might be stretching with the whole elite
There-
scorer thing. I don't
there-
think
there
we
was
could've solved
flashes,
it
there was
I don't-
flashes.
I don't know about
But-
that, but
the main thing is that we got a great player in Serge Ibaka.
that's true. That's true. We at least have Serge Ibaka now.
Exactly.
Hopefully that gets him to finally kill the curse of the Cavs. Maybe this is the year.
You know what?
Who
With that
knows?
addition, the Raptors have a legitimate chance. Legitimate
Easily.
chance.
Yeah.
It was close against the Cavs, but now it's legit. Now it's legit.
It wasn't that close.
Well, you took him to game 6, so.
I'll leave that one in the ether. We will now move on. Moving on to hockey now. As Chimino shows, he's a very avid Habs fan, and his coach has been fired. Michel Therrien has been fired, and instead they picked up Claude Julien as the new head coach. So we're going to talk about what this means, how this may affect the team after we get the clock reset. Okay, Michel Therrien cut as the head coach of the Montreal Canadiens, Chimino's favorite team. And instead, Claude Julien, who has just been fired maybe a week before by the Bruins, picked up as their head coach. Does this help the Canadiens at all?
Yes, 100% helps the Habs. You know what? Michel Therrien, I never liked him as a coach. I have
Really?
to be honest with you. I never liked Michel Therrien. He wasn't...
He wasn't that terrible of a coach. You
No, he
can't
wasn't
say.
terrible.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can say that, but he did not connect enough with the players like Claude Julien
Major
does.
problem was Galchenyuk. He couldn't
Yes.
find a major role for Galchenyuk.
If you draft a kid as a center, play him as a center. Don't
It's-
play him on the wing.
it's
It's
true.
as simple as that.
That's true.
And when you see Claude Julien on the market like that, I was shocked. Bergevin's very
Yeah,
close
I'd-
to Therrien. Very close to Therrien.
I was just shocked that Claude Julien got fired in the first place, because Boston isn't having that great of a season, true, but would you blame
You
that
know
all
what?
on Claude Julien?
No,
I mean,
you
I
don't
think
blame
he's
it.
A great
You don't
coach,
blame it.
exactly.
Yeah, you don't blame it on Claude Julien. There's some blame, but at the same time, he's been there
There's
for
always
a long
been
time.
exactly.
He's
There's
been there.
always been blame on coaches whenever anything goes wrong
Yes.
because it's easy to find a scapegoat. With
But
a coach.
sometimes
It's
change.
just the players.
But sometimes change is a good thing. And
Fair.
for the Bruins, they've started winning a little bit more, and the Habs, it's gonna get better because
Hopefully,
Michel
because they've been in
Therrien,
a
I know
slump.
Michel Therrien was good, but Claude Julien is a guy that will get your team farther
True.
in the
That's
playoffs
true.
with his experience
He's got
and just
he's got
he's
tons of playoff
great
experience.
hockey IQ.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite coaches, and it was just at that time you have to take him. He's on the market. He
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
going to
true.
be on there for
It's very
a
true.
while. He was going to get snatched up right away. And adding on to that, it's very ironic. In 2003, Michel Therrien was replaced by Claude Julien.
Yep, it's true.
And like I said before, it's just history and history again.
repeating
And
itself,
I'm just happy to see that Claude Julien is on the bench. It means a lot to the Habs, and I think it's going to be a great thing for them.
Well, hopefully this is the change that gets the Habs going on the upswing. because
We need
they've
a
been
cup.
in a
We need a
major,
cup.
Major slip.
We need a cup.
I mean, the Oilers need a cup too, and maybe this is the year.
But I'm dying. The Habs need a cup before I die.
Alright. Hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna happen. But hopefully. Okay, so we'll move on to the last topic of the night. Major breaking news last night as the Sacramento Kings traded away DeMarcus Cousins to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for 3 players, Buddy Hield being one of them, as well as a slew of draft picks. So we will get the clock reset, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so major breaking news Sunday night as the Sacramento Kings trade away DeMarcus Cousins. They trade him away along with Omri Caspi to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for Tyreek Evans, Buddy Hield, Langston Galloway, and a first and second round draft pick this summer. Thoughts?
I'm shocked.
I'd say
I
you
gotta
have
be
to
honest
dumb
with
to
you.
not be shocked.
Nope.
Well, I mean, we could see the fact that DeMarcus was on the way out. That was not the shocking part because there
But-
were rumors. But the fact that
New
he's
Orleans?
now, and the fact that he's now on a team with Anthony Davis. Think about that. That's easily going to be one of the best front courts in the league. It's going to be hard to stop DeMarcus Cousins and the Brow.
And New Orleans was probably the smartest move because New Orleans just been there. They've just been in the league. I haven't seen.
I was going to say just been
For
there.
my
I
lifetime.
wouldn't say they've just been there. They've been on the outskirts looking
Yes,
in for
but
a
they've
while.
just been like a part of the league. Like they haven't
That's
done
what-
anything
yes,
major.
Exactly. They have
But
not.
you get Boogie Cousins, unbelievable.
So,
When you have Boogie, see, this is what is
Yeah,
good
okay,
for New Orleans.
okay.
Okay, so you have Boogie playing center now. Okay,
yeah.
starting center that allows AD Anthony Davis to play in the 4 spot, which means
He
he
can shoot
can
more.
shoot more from the 3-point range, drive more. He doesn't always have to be in the paint, but when you
Yeah.
have 2 monsters like that rebounding and boxing out, wow.
Easily
Wow.
the best in their respective areas, and they're now on the same team. Looking at the stats right here, New Orleans Pelicans 11th in the West, and they are 24.5 games back of first, which is a while, but you know nobody really
How far
cares
from a
about.
playoff spot?
They are, well, they're about 2 wins behind Denver, who are in a playoff spot right now. The
So
Denver
you know what?
Nuggets. So it's
tight.
not.
It's tight.
It's tight, but it's not unrealistic because you look at the Sacramento Kings, who are 24 and 33. New Orleans are 23 and 34. Not very different.
Yeah.
And Sacramento
Those are gonna
is
start
more or
dropping
less,
a little more.
excuse my language, but they're more or less screwed right now because they lost DeMarcus Cousins, who was basically their team, and now all they have left is Buddy Hield, maybe.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting
Exactly.
to see what happens. I hope to see New Orleans make the playoffs. It'd be nice to see a
Do you
change of
see them
scenery.
making the playoffs? Because
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'll say we'll see New Orleans in the 8th spot.
I think you're stretching there because
I don't know.
besides the best front court in the league, which I will give them that hands down because you can't get any better than
Boogie
those
gets
two.
what he wants, man.
They don't have a very good backcourt. I mean,
You never know.
name me a
You
guard
never
that
know.
plays for the New Orleans
I know.
Pelicans.
You never. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
You never know. But
So I don't know about that. But that'll do it for our show today. We will head on to the subscriber shout out.
So it means a lot. You know what? We got a lot of subscribers after the last show with Calvin Pirro. So thanks, Calvin, for coming
Huge
on the
thanks
show
to Calvin.
again.
You did great. You did great.
Next show, I think we'll have Kevin McClellan.
It's
It's
in
a
the
maybe.
rumors. It's in the rumor
There's a
mill.
rumor. Kevin
So-
McClellan will be my pizza guy. So
Hopefully he turns up.
all right. So without any further ado, Isabella Borello, Rose Patterson, Jua Nagala Mulame, Jordan Viro, Austin Hill, Abraham Levieux, Brian Boucher, Connor McCracken, Frank Zakopoulos, Deez Johnny.
Huge thanks to him. Yeah.
Great YouTube channel. It's
Yeah.
really funny. I die every time I watch it.
Go check out his YouTube channel because he shouted us out, so we might as well shout out his channel back out. That is DEC Johnny. Look
Unreal.
that up. Great
Funny.
channel. Great channel.
And CJ Nacarado. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And Alexander Lalonde. So that rounds it out. Thank you once again for subscribing. Please subscribe and like. Turn your notifications on because we
Absolutely.
are posting and we love the love from everyone.
Episode 9 we're on right now.
So
Episode
episode 10 is going to be special. We have a little surprise.
Little 10th
We don't know yet. But we're going to get a
But we're gonna
surprise
get
out there.
something. Okay.
Episode 10.
A little bit of news here, maybe a little bit unfortunate for some people. It's looking like the ice hockey goalie challenge is going to be out of the question. Just because of the weather that has happened so far, as you guys can see, it's gorgeous outside, which is terrible for ODRs.
Golf season, baby.
Golf season's right around the corner, so the floor hockey goaltending challenge will still be up. Chimino will be in net for that. Send a DM. We'll put our Instagram names up here. But unfortunately, it's looking like the ice hockey shootout may not be a realistic thing after all, which that's life.
Sucks.
But
You still got a chance for floor hockey.
exactly,
So
so we got a
remember,
chance for floor hockey. So
give
hit the
us a shout.
DMs up here. If we didn't shout you out and you did subscribe, again,
I
huge
forgot about
apologies.
someone. I got to shout out to Rob Matheson and Matt Matheson.
Oh,
Because they've been sharing on Facebook a lot. They don't have a
well,
YouTube
right
account,
on.
but
Right
they
on.
contact.
Big thanks
yeah.
to the Mathesons.
So, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on episode 10. Thanks.